Hello, good day, guys. My name is Nick, technical analyst with SuperForex. Today, we shall be looking at the technical analysis on the cryptocurrency BTCUSD. And first, we'll be talking about fundamentals before we move right down ahead to technicals, which is purely what we're seeing on the chart. Now, we have noticed that Bitcoin's realized cap recently hit a 40-month low, indicating a capital reset in the coins market. According to analysts, we see that the market cap dropping lower than the realized cap may present a golden buying opportunity and a possible rallying sessions ahead. Now, what to expect from this? Last year, we have noticed a massive increase in the realized cap. However, since May this year, following the UNA and the USD crash, Bitcoin realized cap began dropping. Per Glassnode's data, the realized loss experienced by Bitcoin investors across the past 6 months has been historic in magnitude, and by close to November, it has projected that Bitcoin realized market could hit a 40-month low at 338 trillion, 646 billion, 856,000 million, 528,036 million. Later, it emerged that Bitcoin's realized cap dropped to a low of $340 billion after its actual market cap crashed to $301 billion. Now, we have noticed that a bullish sentiment is most likely in the books. The current situation where realized cap gives investors the perfect opportunities of purchasing BTC at an all-time low now. And market cap has crossed under the realized cap. This signifies a lifetime investment opportunity as the entire market on aggregate goes into unrealized loss territory, which happens extremely rarely. Now, as such, a crypto noob believes that market actions and the rest of all crypto firms will reoccur this year. And as such, we are expecting a push up later on to follow up for every loss that has been encountered in the past sessions. Now, what to expect for this, checking our 4 hours time frame, we're expecting a push upwards to a new zone, which is 176.03.07, and an extended estimation to 184.24.83. So if we're to make an entry at this point, I'll let our trade run up to there. We're looking at about 9,000 pips thereof from this trade, which of course give good money. That's our technical analysis. On to this cryptocurrency. Now let's move over to the stock market. Welcome back, guys. Now today on the stock market, we'll be having a look at Netflix. And we have noticed that shares of several growth stocks, including Netflix, has been trading lower going into the close of Monday's session amid overall market weakness after recent economic data raised concerns over the further Fed rate hikes, which could negatively impact consumer spending on non-essential items. Companies in the broader consumer discretionary sector are also lower following reduced guidance from VF Corp. Now, the 10-year Treasury yield hit an intraday high of 3.61% on Monday morning before dipping to around the 3.56 level when interest rates rise. The value of future cash flows is reduced for growth stocks, which in turn lower the value of the stock. Now, major indices are also lower on continued weaknesses following last week's non-farm payroll data, better than expected data, raised concerns over further Fed rate hikes. What happened with last week's data? The US added 263,000 jobs last month, beating average economists' estimates of 200,000 jobs. Now, new data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics show that the US employment rate is at 3.7% in line with economists' estimates. Now, the labor participation remained unchanged at 62.1% compared to the 63.4% pre-pandemic rate in February 2020. According to data from Benziger Pro, Netflix is trading lower by 2.86% to $311.26 Netflix for a 52-week high of $632.46 and a 52-week low of $162.71. Now, what to expect from this technically, we are seeing series of bullish and bearish patterns, more like ranging, and we have seen that these zones have been so not surpassed between 312 and 327, and now we are looking at a flush down. So what we're expecting is at least a flush down to the most recent support at 274.99 and another range before a final drop to 252.99, of course. Now, if we are to make an entry to this trade and let it run to the most recent support, we're looking at nothing less than 430 pips from that trade bar entry, of course, which is good money. And that's our technical analysis on today's stock market Netflix. I remain your host, Nick. Bye for now.